When making gaming content, are you supposed to just do what everyone else does? Copy their ideas and try to make them your own? Or do you come up with something that is completely unique? Well, I think you should do a bit of both. Now, I don't mean blatantly copy someone, but quite often there are trends, and a lot of people follow these trends. And one thing about following the trends is sometimes it gives you a big boost in views. So let's take a look at what I have planned, or what I am currently doing, and we'll see if it follows a trend or if it's a brand new idea. Now, of course, coming up with a brand new idea is difficult. Usually when you're making some kind of content, you borrow a lot from others. But coming up with something completely unique, not very common, is it? I mean, how many people do you know have ever made something that's 100% unique? Good luck with that. First of all, we're using Minecraft. So in this case, we are. That's kind of following a trend. A lot of people make Minecraft videos. So there you go. We're already following a trend there. So it's not exactly something that you can move away with if you are making Minecraft content. But anyways, what I am doing as far as Let's Play series, it's a bit of a mixed bag here. So first is Labyrintham. Now this, of course, is my main Let's Play, which takes me a little while to make because I want to make things as perfect as possible. But maybe I should relax on it a bit. And that is one thing I do plan on doing. But while it may look like a standard Let's Play, what I have done with this one is different than most people. I add lore. I add characters to it. Every single build that I have has a story, and every single house has people that live there. And I make books. I write these books so that you, if you want to become a patron or a channel member and download the world, you can read them. And I will be adding more than what you see in the videos as well. So basically, every single house has people living in them. They have names. They each have a book, usually in their bedrooms. So overall, each house, there could be connections between each one. They have jobs. And in fact, I figure out where they work. So yeah, I have to kind of build their workplace as well. And you get to find out exactly where they work. And it's interesting. I have to keep track of all of this stuff. Not an easy thing, but it's a lot of work, but I like making stories, and that is one of the main things that I'm doing with this. So I think that you can get to know some of the characters, and you can get to know the places that they live in. It's very interesting. But not only that, if you are a patron or a channel member, you get your own character in the world. You get to create your own backstory, basically. And that is, I think, one of the fun parts. So it's not just me creating it, it's also you creating the ideas. I also get some ideas from comments as well. So I think that's a lot of fun. Now, the one that I've been working on the most is Chill Minecraft. And there's no lore to this one, absolutely none. It's just me building starter houses. And my goal is to do a starter house in all 64 biomes. How far into it? I can't remember the exact number, but I haven't reached 20 yet. It's in the teens. I think I'm around 16, 17, or 18, something around there. So I am making some progress. And I am doing this in a very, very chill way. It is 100% uncut. You see everything I do. That's right. So it is a slow-paced series. And this is not everyone's cup of tea. No, not at all. This is kind of series that if you just want to relax, then it's good for you. It's a good one to watch. And you can just play it in the background and hear me talk like Bob Ross. I mean, a lot of people have said I sound like Bob Ross in that series. Lots of fun. But this is basically a really old-fashioned kind of Let's Play, other than the fact that it's 100% uncut, because usually there are cuts and editing, right? But in this case, I want to keep everything nice and, I guess, long play style. After every build, I do make a long play movie version as well. So you can watch the whole build as I build it instead of watching each of the episodes. And I tend to cut out the outro of each episode so you don't have to see that every single time. Now, the third type is something I haven't... Well, I actually kind of started one, but I decided to restart because of the update. And that is 100 Days Hardcore. Now, I'm doing these in worlds that are single biome worlds, so I'm challenging myself to survive in just that biome. I'm not going to the end or the nether. I don't want to use any of the materials you can get from those because I find that that's possibly cheating. Because if you're in the, at least a desert world, which is what I'm starting out with, I restarted it because there have been changes to the desert, right? So with that, there are no trees. Absolutely none. So you either have to wait for a sapling to come into your hands from a wandering trader, or maybe you'll be lucky enough to find one in some kind of chest somewhere, but who knows? Or maybe in trial chambers, because there are trees in those things. But that's the difficulty of being in a single biome world. You can only rely on what you have there. And I just want to make it through 100 days and see what kind of survival base I can build. And I want it to be as good as I possibly can in the amount of time that I have to build it. Sometimes some of them can be a little bit difficult. Of course, with desert, we've got villages, and that's a big advantage. But again, no wood or no trees, which means it can be a little difficult to get tools. Yeah, that's right. So those are the three. I think that if we're looking at traditional versus, or not traditional, but looking at trending versus unique, Labyrintham is kind of traditional in a way. It's not trending, but I have my own unique twist on it. Chill Minecraft, I find, it's kind of trending right now. It's kind of trending in terms of, you know, the chill style. A lot of people are doing that these days. And in this case, I'm just taking this a little bit differently by building starter houses. I want to keep the feeling of early game throughout the entire series. So all I can do is carry what I have. And I start anew in every location. So it's almost like I'm in the early stages of the game all the time. And 100 Days Hardcore is trending, absolutely trending. And I wouldn't say there's much unique about it, other than the fact that I am not going to the end or the nether. My point is not to defeat the dragon. My point is to build the best starter base, not starter base, but survival base that I can. Let's make it daytime. So that's what I have planned. Now, there is another thing. I have a couple of videos, big videos that will require a lot of planning and script writing. And I'd like to get them done as soon as I can. They're going to be one for this channel and one for my main channel. For my main channel, This one I'm going to be talking about what I've learned after making 1,000 videos. Now that channel has actually reached 1,100 videos now, but I want to go through a series of lessons about what I've learned, just looking at my mistakes and seeing how I've improved on them. And I think that that'll be very useful for people who want to start a Minecraft channel. And then on this channel, I'm going to be talking about why you should start a gaming channel if you are in your 40s. So I'm in my 40s, and there are a lot of people who think, oh, that's for younger people, right? I mean, why would a 40-year-old start a gaming channel? Well, there's plenty of reasons. Number one is usually people in their 40s are the original gamers, right? I know I've been a gamer my entire life. So, yeah, we have a lot of experience. And I think that's important. So, what's been happening this year? Let's look at what has been happening. Now, at the beginning of the year, I had a video where I was looking at what I planned on doing. I am actually a bit behind on a lot of the things that I planned to do, but partially it had to do with me getting sick for a little bit, plus planning. Planning is not a fast thing. It takes time, doesn't it? A lot of time. So, despite that, views are way up. January was my best January ever. February was my second best February ever. March was my best March ever. And April so far, we're already almost passing my best April ever. And we're just past the middle of April. We're on pace for over 500,000 views, which I've never done in April before. It's just crazy how things are going so well this year. But I would say that the successes of April have something to do with the Minecraft movie. I would say that has a big influence. Definitely. But the interesting thing is, April is traditionally one of my quieter months. It's usually not the best in terms of views or revenue. But this month, my revenue is on pace for peak June update view. Not just views, but revenue. It's crazy. Usually I'm looking forward to June because of the update. And just this April, it's been amazing. I can't believe how well it is really going. And it makes me wonder how May is going to go. So what's going to happen later this year? The 100 days hardcore videos could potentially blow up, or they might not. It depends. Depends on if it catches on and the algorithm pushes it. One of the downsides of this channel, or not this channel, but my main channel, is that most of the subscribers are there for tutorials. I am getting back to doing the tutorials. That's going to be a normal thing, possibly twice a week. I do have to catch up, but every update has a bunch of new stuff anyways. But I am focusing a lot on the Let's Plays and the creative aspect of the game. But 100 days is going to be interesting to see if it does well. I'm hoping it does. Chill Minecraft is very niche. It doesn't have a huge potential audience because a lot of people are not watching that type of Let's Play. It's very slow paced, so I do understand when people pass over it. But yeah. Labyrintham, on the other hand, tends to get fairly good views early on in the series. Like episode 1 did very well. So we're starting with another episode 1 for season 2. And that I'm going to hopefully get done by next week. Or sometime next week. But I have plans for unique builds, which should look interesting in thumbnails, and that should attract more views, I would expect. So, I do have a lot of high expectations for 2025, and we'll see how it goes. I've always wanted to go full-time, but I'm not sure if I will be able to. I do have a job, which right now is in full swing, so it's busier season right now for work. But as I actually do make a decent amount, at least enough to cover a lot of expenses, I should say, I am not going to slow down on making content. Absolutely not. But another thing that I'm going to be doing, and this is going to involve mostly short content and the occasional longer video, is kind of my journey to fitness. Seeing if I can improve my overall physical health, because I've let things kind of... I've become a little bit sedentary in the last few years, partially because of the pandemic, but also because I work from home. But I actually started playing badminton with my daughter, and she's absolutely loving it. And it's one of the sports that I really enjoy myself. So we're going to be playing again tomorrow. We did yesterday, and she wants to actually join the badminton team when she's in grade 9. So next year she goes into grade 9. I guess starting in September. So she's looking forward to doing that, and we're going to work together to get her into a really good game shape. So I am going to be doing some of the content, at least on possibly TikTok and on a YouTube channel. We'll see how that goes. And again, it's mostly going to be shorts. But I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm probably not going to share it on this channel. I think it's just something I want to see if I can grow organically. I do have another channel which I have not shared at all with anyone. And I'm also growing that organically. We'll see how it goes. But anyways, if you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comments below. If you like content like this, then please consider subscribing to this channel, and also check out my Let's Plays on my main channel. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.